While events at Gettysburg were changing the course of the war in the East, out west, General Ulysses S. Grant was winning hard-fought Union victories. Unconditional Surrender Grant, they called him, after he had refused to accept anything but an immediate and unconditional surrender. All through the winter of 1862 and 63, he had laid siege to the town of Vicksburg, the last Confederate stronghold on the Mississippi River. On July 4, 1863, the Confederates finally surrendered.
Yesterday, we rode on the pinnacle of success. Today, absolute ruin seems to be our portion. The Confederacy taught us to its destruction.
Farther west, Indian nations were also becoming entangled in the war. White settlers continued to move into Indian territories, disregarding treaties and promises. The North was also eager to bring Western territories into the Union as free states and worried that Confederates were luring Native Americans to fight for the South.
And it is an interesting story in that we don't usually think of Indians being slaveholders or indeed Indians lining up with the Confederacy. You'd say, why wouldn't Native Americans line up with freedom since they had so little of their own? Those Indians who had slaves, Cherokee, Creek, Choctaw owned slaves, not all of them, tended to line up with the Confederacy. Those who didn't, for a variety of reasons, might line up with the Union. Chiefs like Stan Wadey or Chief John Ross, they were generals, and they fought largely in the Western theater, although a few ended up here in the Eastern theater. But they looked to their own interest, as you would expect anybody to do during the war.